Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tripod. This week is weird. Anyways, as always, I'm your host, Adrian. And going down the list of people in Discord, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm good at several things that I won't say out loud.
Not Hades.
Hello, I am Kit.
The answer is sex. I'm good at sex.
And I saw that coming.
Yep.
Oh, that was the intro? Okay. I'm Josh, and I'm the person that everyone always makes fun of through the intros, so...
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Nico is here to make your acquaintance. A pleasure.
Okay.
Okay.
That was an okay intro, guys. It wasn't bad. It was okay. It wasn't a fucking landslide. It was just
Not
good.
the worst one we've had, for sure.
Anyways, hi. How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing quite alright. How about yourself?
You don't need to do
on
the formal
that.
voice.
Fucking
Big
radio
deal.
voice over here.
G Fuel.
Maybe I want to.
I mean, if
Gotta
you
make
want to,
ourselves
that's fine.
presentable.
If you want to,
Tonight
that's fine.
on Tripod.
Yoo-hoo! Anyways, welcome back, everybody. It is November. It is the fucking Sunday after election week, and let me tell you, not a good week to choose to do Tripod because I am a mess. Anyways, welcome back. Let's just jump right into it. Let's talk about things going on in Tripulse right now. Hey, did you know that Canvas is finally done for this year and it's out now? TM? I don't know why I said TM. It's in stores. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's on other services that I can't name off the top of my head right now. I think Bandcamp's one of them.
Yep, we got a Bandcamp page now, and it's on there.
Yep.
Along with the other ones.
There's also merchandise. If you go to our fucking Meta? No, not Meta. Which channel? Welcome?
Info.
If you go to the info channel on the Discord server, you will find a link that takes you to a website that has merchandise. We've got shirts, we've got masks, we've got hats. I think.
We don't have hats.
No hats.
But we have masks.
We've got shirts.
Hats.
We've got shirts, hats, and stickers.
And hoodies.
And hoodies. It is hoodie season, so, grab a hoodie.
When is it not
It's
hoodie
the
season,
season.
to be fair?
Well,
the
when
middle
it's
of summer,
90
for
fucking
sure.
degrees outside.
Yeah, Josh, no, not all of us live up in the north.
Listen,
It gets
Even
pretty
when
hot
it's
out there,
30
too,
degrees.
apparently.
when it's 30 degrees outside, I'm still wearing a hoodie.
Oh, you're talking Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
He's talking Celsius.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
Why would I be talking Fahrenheit?
I don't know, man. I don't know how y'all operate up there. Don't you work with the international scales and measurements?
Celsius is the international scale.
That's what I'm saying.
He just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page. Anyways, Canvas is out in stores right now. Go listen to it. It's pretty good. There were some feelings about some songs on there that I'm not going to get into today, but it's good.
It was an experience.
Anything else going on in Tripulse? Anybody?
D&D starts soon, TM.
Out now in stores, Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp.
I don't know about that one.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the new session.
It'll be an experience. I'll tell you that much.
That's the best way to put it.
I don't have anything. I don't really have anything to say about the stuff going on in Tripulse. Oh, let's talk. You know what? I do have something to talk about. Let's talk about Tripalooza. Who here knows what Tripalooza is?
Ooh,
Nobody?
Me.
No, show of hands? Nope. Nobody put their hands up. So I guess I'll just explain it.
No.
Hey, everybody.
Motherfucker, dude.
You know what Tripalooza is? It's Christmas time here at Tripulse, and it's a fun little time. I don't know exactly how we're going to celebrate it this year. Last year we did a week-long thing where it kind of was okay. 2 years ago we did a 24-hour stream, and that went pretty cool. I'm thinking about doing a 12-hour stream this year, trying to cut down on how long of a stream it was. But also, try to keep it congested into one day instead of spreading it over a week. Who knows how we're going to do it. I'll figure it out fairly soon. I mean, I got to figure it out fairly soon. It starts next month. So anyways, be on the lookout for that, guys. There will be an announcement about it fairly soon. We're going to do giveaways for video games. We're going to give away some Discord Nitro. We're going to give away some Spotify Premium. And is there a limit on how long you can sell the Canvas stuff?
The merchandise?
Yeah.
End of January.
Okay, so I'll give away some of the Canvas merchandise as well, because that's cool. And I think that's really it. I don't really have much to add to that, unless somebody else wants to.
It's a good time. Tell your mom about it. Have her get you a gift of Tripalooza. It'll be fun.
Happy Tripalooza.
Like Christmas, but it's got me instead of Santa Claus. I'll visit your house. It'll be great.
No, hold on. Wait.
I don't think I want that.
Legally, I have to say that this is not going to happen. Do not go to people's houses, Sam.
Fun for the whole family with some exceptions.
You hear me?
So,
Yeah,
like,
I'll do it. Don't worry.
pained. Like it's like a pain to do your spiels. Yeah, guys, it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
It'll be really fun, I promise.
Hey, can I be the Krampus to your Santa Claus and just beat the shit out of anybody who we deem not worthy?
Like I said, legally, like I said, none of this is gonna happen.
Shit, I'll punch out.
I am not responsible for either of these idiots.
Just fucking suplex them.
Why not? These hands ready to eat for everyone, my G.
I know you forgot to wash your hands at that one restaurant, Timmy.
I don't like where this conversation is going. Adrian, next topic.
Next topic. Let's talk about music, because music's fun.
Aye.
Hey, let's talk about the release of the month first, because I totally didn't just decide what it was before anybody submitted anything to the release form at all. Nope, sure didn't do that. Let's talk about Bring Me the Horizon's new EP, Post Something Human Something Something Something.
Yep. Not rigged at all.
Survival horror.
Okay, thank you.
What intonation?
That's the name of the EP, buddy.
No, I know, but that's that like for 2 seconds, that was like the worst way to introduce something. You don't even know the EP's name? Goddamn.
Bro, I am so out of it today. Like,
Hi,
Tripod's running late.
Let's roll everything back about a minute. My name is Adrian, and I'm going to introduce you to this month's album of the week. It's Post-Human Survival Horror by Bring Me the Horizon. And now I'm going to let Adrian actually talk about it, because I don't know his thoughts on it.
Hey guys, release of the month this month is Bring Me the Horizon's Post-Human Survival Something. I fuck it.
Good work.
I forgot half of the goddamn title
hold
after
on.
it was said.
Hold on.
2 seconds.
Hold on.
25%.
1 quarter. Let's get some facts straight right now.
Okay.
We gotta cut the straight, boys.
Anyways, totally didn't decide to have this one as a release month before I put out the public form.
Yep. It
people
was
to vote
not
on.
rigged at all.
The fucking
It wasn't
voting was
rigged
rigged.
at all.
God damn topical.
Fucking Russians.
Here's the thing. Before we start talking about this, I was going to say that it was Bab's album that came out, but I've actually decided to push that off for next month. So,
but then it won't.
Bruh.
It won't
Hey,
be
that'd
the
be a
right
good Christmas
fucking
gift,
month.
let's be real.
don't worry.
Quarterly release.
Technically, this one is not from this month either.
Yeah, I know. Should have been Ghost Main, but that's okay.
No.
Snail House.
Anyways, what about Snail House? What?
What? I was hoping we would get Snail House. I put it in for like the new Sunday release last month.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't.
He didn't read the submissions, dude.
No, I read the submissions. Hold on, that's false. I did read submissions. I just didn't see yours yet because yours. I guess you submitted it like yesterday.
No, I submitted it today.
Oh,
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I need to put a time limit on when people can submit to that because that's I'm not gonna check it the day of. technically, there should be a cutoff the Friday before Tripod, just because things that come out.
Is that a rule now, or was that a rule before?
Well, that's actually always been a thing. It's like I normally cut off the release of the month the Friday before Tripod, because it's kind of hard to squeeze in like a huge everything that's been released on that Friday into Tripod that following Sunday.
No, I gotcha. But yeah, those were the only ones I recommended because that's the only song I've been really tracking as of late.
Like I said, election week, not the best week to do this, but we're making it work.
Well, that sounds like a you guys problem, and not
that is a me guys problem. That is a me guys problem. Like I said, it's my B. Don't worry about it. Let's talk about Bringing the Horizon's new EP. Every single song.
Thoughts on this?
Every single song is a banger.
I ain't going front. I didn't like it.
Nah, yeah, it's all right. I'll give it that much.
Was not a fan.
I think if it didn't have the vocalist on there, I'd like it.
Oh,
Baby
Metal though.
Is it happening again? Is Adrian the only one who likes the release of the month?
No, well, here's the thing. There are definitely people who liked that release. They just aren't here right now.
Where's Wantola? I need Wantola on here.
Well, no, it's one of those things where it's like, I think it's a good album. I just don't like that style. Like, I don't like the sound of it.
That's
on top of that. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on in the music videos because I feel like he's trying to convey some kind of unifying story or moral or something like that, but they're just so arbitrary and contrasting of each other that I'm having a really hard time identifying it.
That's because you're reaching for a story that's not there.
I know I am, man. I'm just trying to find something. It doesn't make sense that two gaijin Japanese robots are making out in the middle of a fight.
You see, Nikto here is trained on Dark Souls item descriptions, and now he is cursed to overread everything.
Overanalyze every single detail.
Yeah, you're not even wrong. Like, I tried to entertain that there's a rhyme behind the madness, or a reason behind the madness, but yeah, I just can't find it in this one.
Alright. Well, Parasite Eve was cool. Obey was cool. Itch for the Cure was really cool until Baby Metal started saying stuff.
No.
One by One was pretty cool. Ludens was okay.
Didn't you like the part with Baby Metal?
I didn't. So Kingslayer is weird for me because I like half of it and I don't like the other half a lot. So like, I just don't want to talk about it.
No, that's fair.
You know what my favorite part about Kingslayer was? Right at the end, there's a line. Is this what you want? This is what you get. And I love that line because it isn't what I want.
I don't think I made it to that part of the song. I think I had to skip after about 3 minutes.
The only reason I remember this is because I listened to it like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
I think every single song on this is a banger. Like, I genuinely love this album almost more than anything that's come out this year.
So if I had to give this album a rating, it'd be a solid 7 out of 10. Like, it's a good album. It's just not for me.
I could definitely get behind that. So I will say this: I did kind of like how catchy the rhyming was going on for the track "Dear Diary," for example, as well as the music video behind that one. Like, I actually like the art style that they portrayed in that one.
Were there words in "Dear Diary"?
Yeah, there were words in "Dear Diary."
There were words in "Dear Diary."
There were at least 4 of them.
That was a joke because I couldn't understand any of the words.
Well, if you watch the video, it actually has it all written out for you. So. There's something for you to work with if you really want to.
My thoughts on Parasite Eve.
Yes.
Parasite Eve was the best when it was the only one I had heard.
Yeah, I would say that much.
And then I heard Obey, and that's the highlight of the whole thing for me. I like it a lot. It's just Mick Gordon flexing, and I love it.
That's true.
Obey with Young Blood?
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Mick Gordon's the audio engineer or the producer?
Producer.
Yeah, Mick Gordon's the producer on every single track on this.
But my favorite thing about Parasite Eve is it has the Apocalypse Ensemble from the Damage Library in Contact, and it will never not be funny to me when I point that out in a song.
Hey, to be fair, that is a really
we should start a counter for how many times you bring that up, because I feel like that's come up a few times before.
We're at 3 right now, if I remember properly.
Hey, listen, I gotta put it on the public forum.
I don't know, man. You come up here, you come on this show with a lot of like fake facts, and I don't know if I believe that or not.
Fake facts.
I mean, it's either 2 or 3
topical.
times that I've mentioned the damage library on this song in particular. That's not far from the truth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
But
I mean, it's like the opening Dear Diary is such a fucking Doom like
It
throwback.
really is.
Like it's fucking Mick Gordon's playground on that fucking song.
it's just
It
where
gives
the album
starts
comes
off slow,
apart.
then it really goes from like 0 to 100 real quick. That's my impression of it.
Where the album comes apart for me, though. Because I listened to the whole thing straight through a couple hours before we started this. And I'd never heard anything from Bring Me the Horizon before, actually. But
Well,
So that's
So-
the problem. We're all just a bunch of boomers.
my immediate thought started Dear Diary. I was like, yes, this sounds like it will be good. Also, why do I see Baby Metal here? I don't like
Yeah.
that. No, sir.
yeah.
I don't like
that
it.
is a trend, dude. Fucking Baby Metal, Nova Twins, Youngblood, and a fucking duet with Amy Lee from Evanescence. Like this is one of the weirdest lineup of artists on a EP that I've seen in a while.
Have
This
you
is
seen the
edgy as
Gorillaz'
it
most
gets,
recent
man.
EP? What the
What?
fuck? Have you seen the Gorillaz' new album?
That's true. The Gorillaz album is very weird. It's the Dorian Electra album too.
That was my vote for release of the month, by the way.
Yeah.
But
I
here's
don't
the
even
thing.
like that album, but I think it's very important.
Aye.
But here's the thing. 'Cause I listened to it, and the next track was Parasite Eve, so my expectations were still high.
Mhm.
And then Teardrops started, and it immediately took my attention, and then didn't do anything with it. And that was the beginning of the end for this album for me. It just didn't
understand.
hold my attention. And then Obey happened, and it was great. And then Itch for the Cure happened, and it caused me physical pain. It hurt my ears because of the high end in that song. So I needed to take a break for a minute.
That's a shame because Itch for the Cure and Kingslayer are basically one track.
I like it
I
for the
know.
Cure a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like Kingslayer though, which is
The problem, though, is that after that point, after the album caused me physical pain at the midpoint, the rest was it was all right, I guess.
dude. You gotta get your
Just-
shit checked out, man. I don't know what's wrong with your ears, but
Neither do I, but it's always
Kid
been
just
this way.
forgets to shave the ear hair. That's all.
So
The
I guess
thing, though, is that after I finished listening to it, what I ended up feeling like was this is a really good album, high quality, but I felt like I was only listening to it to enjoy the production and not the music.
You know, I could definitely vibe with that. I
So
agree.
it's funny you say that because I have that same opinion about another EP that I'm going to talk about here in a little bit after we finish talking about this one.
is it the new Ariana Grande? I can't. Somebody else speak.
Okay, you know what?
Ariana Garlic
bro.
Bread?
I have two EPs that I'm going to talk about exactly like that. Now that you bring that up.
I like the new Ariana Grande.
All right. I guess
What?
Also, I really don't like baby metal at all. Just putting that out there.
to say more about this than I don't like it. I'm gonna totally put this in perspective. I skimmed through this about an hour ago.
You also weren't going to be on the podcast, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't. I
me and
wouldn't
Josh
expect
listened
you
to it at like the same time. We were both going, huh.
So
Huh.
most of the things I was like, it's just not my thing. Like I think to kind of echo what some other people were saying, there are a couple songs where I was like, if they were instrumentals, I'd like them a lot more. Maybe I'm just not a fan of.
It's so
The
wild to
singing.
me that so many people don't like the vocals on this one. It's so
I think it's
wild
just.
to me.
I think it's just. I just don't like that style.
I don't
It's
like the
just-
screaming. I
it's
don't
just-
like the screaming at all.
Oh my god, what? Dude,
really-
this is
it's
weird.
really
2020
man.
made
I'm
Ollie
sorry about
scream again. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's fine if you're into that, man. It's just
Oh
not
my
for
God.
myself
Well,
or
So
other
here's
gentlemen over
the
here.
thing, like, I love Ghostmay's new album. Why don't I have a problem with that screaming?
That's
The
a fair point.
Maddox.
It's just dude, I
So,
don't know. Like
this
is like a culmination of like everything Bring the Horizon has done over the years because the start of the career, they're very screamo, very, very, very hardcore, whatever.
Like,
and then That's the Spirit came out, and it was very pop punk Nirvana vibes. Like, it was very
What the
very
fuck?
big
What do those two
tonal change.
words have to?
The Nirvana is now pop punk. You can't tell me that it's not pop punk anymore.
It's not.
It's definitely been turned into a mainstream
Nirvana
culture. Anyways,
Nirvana is fucking classic alt rock.
it's okay.
Someone's about to die tonight, aren't they?
any
Fucking rock subgenres suck, dude.
yeah.
It's not. It's alt. There's alt rock. There's metal. And then there's dad rock. That's the trifecta.
No,
you got everything in those three
no.
right here.
Hold up.
Here's the thing. I can keep up with EDM subgenres real easy. Anything rock, I'm like, guitars and
EDM's easy too.
more
You've got house,
aggressive guitars.
dubstep, and
Drum and bass.
No, I think it's just house and dubstep. I was trying to think of a third one. I think it's just house and dubstep.
It really kind of is just house and dubstep.
No, it's not.
Unless it's like,
Trap?
well, I mean, like what they
would
get
trap?
classified into.
How are you going to forget about the
Trap's
whole
kind of-
world of drum and bass, bro?
Yeah, drum and bass is the best.
What we're saying is like what things get categorized into. Like, people don't really do a good job of separating things into, like,
Oh wait, no.
trance, for example.
I forgot
or-
about French house and beach house and tropical house and
about
big
to say-
room house. And, I
Small
think
room
I'm out of
house.
houses at this point.
I'm about to shank a motherfucker.
Anyways,
But see, but
And
EDM
there's like what,
genres,
dubstep,
subgenres
melodic
make sense.
dubstep, rhythm, drum step, mambacore. Is that still a thing?
Electro.
I think
R&B.
only Dylan Francis
No,
makes
not
that
R&B.
anymore, and that's it.
I think I think he's the sole proprietor of it.
Dub, mellow dub, just
Bounce.
Chill
Step.
Jersey
Melbourne
Club.
bounce. Sure, yeah, fuck this.
So about Posthuman.
Wait, okay, yeah. Anyways, so let me circle back to Bring Me the Horizon. Most of the things I was like, it's not for me. I don't like it, but like I can see why other people would like it.
Oh, definitely.
And then I got to Kingslayer. 2 or 3 seconds into Kingslayer, it literally made me say, and I quote, "Ay Dios mío." Ouch.
I can vouch for him. I was there.
Yeah, we were there. He literally did do that.
Dude, I
It
can't
hurt.
believe this happened.
It
I
hurt.
can't believe that I picked another fucking E EP.
I can't believe I ignored everyone's votes, picked something that I liked, and got roasted.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
man.
shit. The fucking thing is, like, the reaction in this server to this EP, like, when it came out, was so fucking good. I was like, okay, we're gonna have a good time talking about
Yeah,
this.
that's what I'm saying.
You have all the wrong
we just
people
ended up
there.
with the wrong
Just
people
the wrong
for the conversation.
Where's Tola?
That reaction
Issa's
is-
here. Issa can talk about it.
Well, you got muted, so we can't talk shit.
No, yeah, Issa's not gonna. She's not gonna do anything.
That reaction is what made me think that I was going to be the one contrarian about this, and it turned out I have the least negative view of the negative views.
It's kind of crazy.
I would like to quote Issa real quick, who's speaking in our chat, in our live chat. If you'd like to listen to these live, join our Discord. You can listen to them live. But Issa in our live chat said, and I quote,
No, you.
"Butt rock. Also, it's a fucking great album."
And then I am quoted saying, "Silence, mutie."
Yeah,
To which they respond, "No, you."
butt rock is a very important genre. I will not stand for it being ignored.
Yes.
Butt rock and dad rock are the same thing.
Now,
No,
You say butt rock, and all I can think of is Nicki Minaj clapping on a.
you think Dad
Electric.
Rock is in the soundtrack to Metal Gear Rising?
Yeah, I've actually sent my father. What is it? The Revengeance song.
Rules of Nature?
Rules. Yes, that one. Thank you. I've sent him that song a couple of times, and he's super into it.
Oh, all right, I guess it is Dad Rock then.
Bowling for soup.
I like Bowling for Soup.
No, it's just Issa said that in chat.
What intonation?
This whole time I've been waiting for an opportunity to say a thing about the vocals, by the way.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
It's really simple, and it is my last thought on this whole thing. It's I love the vocal work, but I don't love the lyrics. And that's the problem.
You're gonna tell me you don't like somebody screaming, "Get the fuck up, wake the fuck up"?
I prefer it being.
There are other songs that I love with those lyrics.
Now, here's the thing. You said that wake the fuck up, back the fuck up. Dude, if you put Fred Durst saying those lines, that's just any Limp Bizkit song.
Dude.
Yeah, that's...
I didn't know I needed this until right now.
I do like the lyrics for Obey, though. And also the last line in Kingslayer. It's a really good line. I like it a lot.
Can we get Bring Me the Horizon X fucking Limp Bizkit, please?
Bring me the biscuit.
Is Limp Bizkit even around anymore? Do they even attempt? I thought Wu-Tang...
Fred Durst can make a comeback.
Fucking destroyed them.
Bring me the Durst.
Alright, I'm going to move on from release of the month. I want to talk real quick about something that somebody else brought up, which is listening to things for production rather than as a whole, like including vocals and lyrics and shit. And I want to talk about, first of all, Ariana Grande's EP. I skimmed it. I didn't really listen to it.
It's not an EP, dude. It's a full ass album.
Just whatever. Everything's an EP at this point. I mean, technically, the Bring Me the Horizon is also not an EP, and it's an album. Whatever.
Just call everything an album.
Everything's an album, including singles. Singles are also albums now.
Yeah, one-track album.
If you've got more than one song, it's officially a double. Which is different from having a double album. It's just a double.
Gonna need to fucking shoot a double after this.
Well then,
Ariana Grande's, I skimmed through it. It's very well made. I just don't really care for anything she has to say.
Yeah, it's very horny.
Yeah, like very thirsty lyrics.
It's like I feel that.
I mean, it might be good for the moment, but it's not going to last any time. Like I remember when, for example, like #selfie was a thing, and it was incredibly popular, and then now barely anybody talks about it anymore, if at all.
No, I mean it's not like pop. Like it's not like, I mean it is pop, but it's not like what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like designed for the radio. Like it's an actual album. It's just the lyrics are just very sensual.
Yeah, I got you. But I could definitely see why nobody would pretty much think that it's gonna really last too long based off the vocals themselves. There's nothing substantial about it.
Maybe. Who knows? And then the other EP that I want to talk about, and Sel's probably gonna agree with me on this, is KDA's EP. I liked more, and I liked a lot of Villain, but every single song on there feels like it's not KDA. Like, it feels like it's very much not what Popstar was. And just everything about the vocals was off to me. But man, was everything like super well made and produced, and like
that entire project makes me uncomfortable for some reason.
If the instrumentals to those songs were released, they would bang at fucking concerts and festivals.
I miss Pentakill.
I have only heard that the first one. That's it, and it's because it's in Beat Saber.
Oh, yeah. That's See, I'm not like.
It's worth a listen. It's worth a listen if you have time, but unless you're very much into a lot of what they made, it's not going to be like a repeat.
I'm just mad they keep making fucking Ari skins because I don't play the game anymore. So like now I don't have the complete collection. What the fuck am I going to do about that?
Listen, Ari's not going to go away, and they're definitely going to keep building up on it. There's no getting away from it.
I don't have any time.
She is literally one of the poster children for horny teenagers who play that game.
I don't have any time to give it a listen because I have to dedicate all my time to listening to the entire discography of a new band I discovered today that made me a lot happier than Bring Me the Horizon did.
Wow.
That was quite the dialogue.
Jesus. Adrian, are you okay?
What?
Sorry, you've just been getting ass blasted here.
I think he just checked out for a minute there.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the memes and memes.
It's better this way.
I'm just gonna let go whatever happens.
So, since Kid's about to say something, does that mean I can take us in a totally opposite direction and cut him off?
Real low energy for me right now.
Gorillas-
I don't know what's going on for me. Let's talk about something else music related.
Imaginary Express? West
Well-
House, maybe?
4 things just came up in rapid succession. I don't think we're going to resolve any of them. On to video games.
What?
Yes.
Good call.
Oh, okay.
What?
Baldur's Gate 3, boys. How
Really
do we
threw me
feel
for a
about that?
loop there. Okay. Let's start off with the only topic that I had for this month, and
What?
it falls into the
No.
same category.
What? I literally had
What?
fucking things lined up
What you want to say, man?
to talk about in music, and I was
Well, talk-
waiting for a fucking opportunity to, and then y'all just gonna do this shit to me?
You got hold on. You gotta take that opportunity, man. Nobody's just gonna hand it to you. If you see it, you go get it.
Mr. Sandman. His
Bring me
knees are
Adrian.
weak,
Wait, what the fuck?
palms are sweaty.
Am I,
No.
am I able
There's
to talk about
vomit
the-
on his sweater.
Please let Josh speak.
Mom's
Thank you very much.
spaghetti. Mr. Sandman.
So they announced a Mass Effect remaster.
You motherfucker.
Let's let Josh say what he wanted to say about music, even though his opinion doesn't matter.
I'm never doing one of these again if this is how you guys are gonna act.
This is how we act every single time. It doesn't matter if you're on or if somebody else is on. Somebody gets shit on all the time.
Yeah.
Normally it's me. I just want to point out.
All right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's easy to pick on you.
I'm gonna do this shit quick because obviously you guys
Is that a
want to talk
euphemism?
about games. First things first. Uzi came out with his album Trinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Uh,
did.
It's trap music. If you like trap music,
Damn, son.
I'd say the highlights, other than the singles that were already previously released, are Danger. I think No More was also a good one. And yeah, that's it really for just trying to keep it quick. And then second off, Eat Brain got 2 things they put out recently that have tickled my fancy. The first one is Gydra's Snake Monastery LP. Very good, very nice. Gydra's been one of my favorites in drum and bass for a minute now.
You have to link me one of their musics because I've never heard them, but I'm genuinely interested.
Yeah, I'll got the SoundCloud page up right now, so pop that in there.
Thank you.
Second off, fresh off the presses about 5 days ago,
Excuse me.
Eat Brain put out a little compilation album. They call it an EP, but it's 8 tracks, so it's basically an album. Of just various different variations in production of some tunes that have came out on their label.
That's a neat
So
concept.
if you like
Nice.
more drum and bass, there's also that.
Not bad.
It's that album art though.
Yeah,
That's
E-Brain's got fucking good album art.
But I like the Gydra one. The one for that compilation is
Wicked is the word you're looking for.
it's something.
It's a little if you're a little
Wicked.
scared,
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a
Scared,
little nausea inducing.
but now I might save this.
Is what it is.
Oh no, never mind. That's like 4 months ago. Okay, we'll do something else. Also, last month or
Quick
so,
little segment, 2 minutes.
Infect came out with a new EP. I really like it.
Yeah, we talked about that one last time.
Was there a podcast last time? Like
Yeah.
last month?
Mm-hmm.
I did not remember.
About a month ago.
Okay. Well, I'll skip that one then.
Yes.
And I guess the only other thing left is this one might cause some discussion. Getter's new EP,
I've only heard Acid.
Bad Acid.
Yeah, I've only heard Bad Acid.
So
I'm not a fan of most of Getter's newer stuff.
I actually quite like this EP. save for Hole in the Boat. I didn't really like Hole in the Boat. Everything else I liked.
I haven't heard the majority of this EP, so I can't really comment on this one. But I just haven't really liked a lot of.
I'd say my favorite track
Visceral.
off the EP by far is ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
That one's very good, very nice.
Give it a listen.
Yeah, I think this is like this is my favorite material from Getter in a
Oh my god,
very
I
long
fucking
time.
hate that font.
it's yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I was not like Visceral wasn't for me.
I'm having a visceral reaction to this album art.
Honestly, like Visceral was. I liked Visceral a lot.
I think it's just it wasn't my style.
Look,
So-
also, I mean, apparently, according to EDM Twitter, I have bad taste too because I liked Yuki's EP. So
Oh yeah, that one's well,
apparently that's a hot take.
it is and it isn't.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people who really like it, and there's a lot of people who really hated it, including Naughty Step.
Oh yeah, dude, that was a
That was
wild
the thing
ride.
that happened. Yeah,
I think my thing is the production on it is standard fare for Yuki.
actually, you know what? Speaking of that, I do want to talk about something music related, but that not actually about music being or about music being released, but not about the music itself.
Okay.
As soon as you're done talking.
Yeah. I think like for that EP, the production for it, standard fare for Yuki. No complaints with that. I really liked Nuclear, but also that one was off the Subsidia compilation, so I don't know. I feel like that one's a little bit separate from the rest of the EP.
Yeah.
My
you.
problem
another
with it, my problem with the EP is 100% on the vocals.
See, I fucking dig the vocals.
I feel like
reminds me-
Yuki tried to do like a ghost main kind of thing, and it just I don't know, it just sounds.
It reminds me of like old school punk rock, like the Ramones and shit.
And I'll have to look up what exact track it was. I think it was Voices, where
Get Out of
they
My
just
Head?
start screaming.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
There's also a song with Quiet too, and Quiet screaming is crazy.
yeah. That I don't know if I'm a big fan of Quiet's vocals either, but that might just be me.
Okay, I do want to talk about something music related.
That was a great quick segment.
Yep,
Very
real
quick.
Hey, I want to talk about something in music real quick. I want to talk about critics, reviewers. Some people call them internet snobs. I think there's this really big disconnect between a lot of people online right now reviewing things. There was a really, really big stink about the Yuki EP when it came out. And it all comes from it's come from a couple things, really. First of all, Yuki's whole fucking brand identity is Yuki sucks, they're trash, yada yada yada. Like they play into that shit a lot. So they kind of have themselves to blame for this.
Primus.
But yeah, I mean, it's that self-deprecating shit that us millennials love. Us millennials? No, I'm sorry. You millennials. I'm a zoomer.
You wish you were.
No, I'm
You're
a zoomer.
older than me, man.
No, I'm a zoomer. Anyways,
That's not a conversation for here or there.
that's fine. Yes, Issa, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Issa says, are you talking about the dude that got shot on for giving his honest review on Yuki's EP? So, like I said, Yuki kind of has their own fault for this coming out the way it did. But recently there's a guy who goes by the name of Naughty Step Blog.
Connor Whitmore.
Yeah,
aka
that guy.
Naughty Step.
He's known for doing reviews, very particularly in the dubstep scene. And yeah, there's a huge disconnect here, especially following, the release of the Subsidia compilations. Yuki got a lot of flack on this release, and Naughty Step was probably the person who kind of led the way on that. A lot of his criticisms and interactions on this EP were just kind of rude and almost uncalled for. It's like an 8-minute video of him just kind of shitting on this EP, saying he doesn't like it, it's not good. And then those are fine. Those are criticisms and opinions people are welcome to have. But the thing that I have a problem with is when people bring up shit that doesn't have to do with the EP in particular. When people talk about how somebody doesn't deserve a platform that they worked tirelessly to get to, that, you know, how people don't, or how people outside this EP are kind of letting them down, you know, like saying that Excision made a terrible decision, or, you know, didn't give somebody else who might have deserved a shot at a record release, you know, someone who's fairly lesser known or whatever. I don't think that has any place in a review of an EP. I think that is a very, very nitpicky and outside of the box take on reviewing stuff. I do believe that criticism is important. And yeah, guys, what I'm trying to get at is that just kind of be a little nicer to each other. Don't act like this. Don't act the way that people acted towards Naughty Step or Yuki when all this came out. It's not. Just stop.
You don't
Just
even have to be
enjoy
particularly positive. You just need to. A little bit of restraint goes a long way.
Yeah.
Now, snowballing off of that, speaking about people who shouldn't have a platform, BioWare. Mass Effect Remastered.
Okay, we'll slide into video games this way.
Third time's the charm.
This is what, like the fourth time they've released Mass Effect?
Yeah, it's.
To
I
be
don't
fair-
understand. I don't understand why they have to do a re-release for these 3 games.
It's because they're taking a page out of Todd
Adrian,
Howard's book.
did we actually make a bet the other night when I was drinking? Because I remember us talking about it, and I was
We
like, it's
didn't
just going to
make
be a
an actual
remaster.
bet.
I bet you money.
I was very strongly on the boat that they were going to give Andromeda another try, and I really wish that that's where they had gone with it, but it's not. Anyways, I just don't see why this set of games. If for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It's a remaster of the first 3 Mass Effect games. I don't understand why it needs a remaster, because it's already kind of, you know, got the textures and everything there. Like
They're doing it because
Mass
people are going
Effect
to constantly
1
buy it.
physically doesn't work sometimes on modern machines.
okay, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, there's some stability issues playing through Mass Effect 1 currently, and a lot of times you have to get patches and stuff to keep certain things from crashing and certain textures from not showing up.
It probably has something to do with
don't think you should have to pay for it, though.
Yes.
It probably has something to do with
Absolutely.
them launching everything on Steam recently, also.
Ooh, good call, actually.
That could be it, but here's the problem that I have with that, is that yes, it's on Steam, but it still requires you to install Origin.
Yeah, that's
So
another separate
there's
thing.
no point.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely annoying. You're just screwing
now, if
yourself
you've
over.
never played Mass Effect, though, I will say this is the best opportunity to do it, because Mass Effect 3 requires online stuff for the story to work. So you better play it while there's an audience.
Yeah, that's also a very important fact about Mass Effect 3. So here's
Actually,
my take.
it really doesn't matter that much. There are 3 endings. One's green. You can only get the green one if you play the multiplayer and get to like 10th prestige. Don't worry about it.
So here's my semi-hot take on video games. We do not need this many remasters. We do not need a remaster of a game that came out in 2008. We don't need that. I understand that there are some problems with Mass Effect 1, but
the problems are it never got an ending.
It's unnecessary. Like, it just, like, if the game's a little bit broken, I can understand, you know, doing an update or something. But it's just it feels so unnecessary.
You remember that time where they released a remaster of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, except what you got was literally an identical game with less features?
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
That kind
Same
of reminds
company,
me
by
of
the way.
what they
Yep.
what happened with the HD remaster, quote unquote, of GTA San Andreas. It was basically a port of the mobile version, and it was like riddled with bugs and problems.
See, I don't mind re-releases though. I mean, Persona 4 is my favorite thing to happen this year in gaming.
Right, but that didn't have a release on PC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, like Mass Effect's already out on PC. Mass Effect's already out on fucking Xbox and PlayStation. You can play it right now. But
kind of.
I don't understand why we need this. It doesn't even look that much better. I don't get it.
Have you played Mass Effect 1?
I'm looking at the screen right now. It doesn't look horrible. It does look older.
A big part of the reason I think
I love Mass Effect 1, but boy does that game show its age.
Yeah.
A big part of the reason I think that remasters happen so often, especially lately, is because the game industry at large has fallen into a cycle of constant, rapid releases, or else the investors will get very angry. So they just need to keep pushing out more stuff, and they don't want to turn everything into an annual cycle.
Yeah.
I mean,
even though it may as well be.
So in the words of Todd Howard, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this: the part of the problem is the fact that that a lot of people just keep rebuying these remasters, even though we know it. We're kind of part of the problem. I'm not gonna lie. If we throw money at it, we're just letting them know, hey, we want more of this.
I haven't bought Skyrim since 360.
I'm letting you know, but it is a problem.
I'm just saying, you know, like there are some games like I'm excited for the remaster of the Prince of Persia game, Santa Time. I'm low-key excited for that one because that one's a little bit older. It's a little bit dated. It looks a little lackluster from the trailer, but I would like to play that again and it not be broke.
Wait, is that like the NES Prince of Persia? Hold on,
no,
like the old one?
PlayStation 2 one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Santa Time.
You're kind of admitting that there is a market for remakes.
There is a market.
I understand the whole issue.
I also want to point out that Prince of Persia hasn't had a release in a very long time.
No,
it hasn't had a
sequel
game. Mass Effect had fucking Andromeda come out not too long ago. You know,
it was absolute garbage. Let's be real. Nobody wanted that.
A lot of people wanted it. They just didn't want what it was.
I didn't think it was that bad of a game.
So
that might be your hottest take today.
Since we're talking about Mass Effect, I heard from a buddy of mine that apparently there's rumors going around about Mass Effect 4. Like, have any of you heard anything about that?
It's physically impossible for them to do a direct sequel to Mass Effect 3. So
yeah, that's what I was talking about. That was what I was talking about to my buddy as well, because
there's rumors of them either doing not a direct sequel to 3, but either doing some kind of prequel story that does not follow Shepard, but a different character, or following a character in the aftermath of what 3 was.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like
why
the main plot device, the thing that drove everybody's motivations in the original trilogy, the Reapers, they're no longer threats.
I'm gonna go on record and say that I have not finished the primary trilogy.
Oh shit.
Okay, so spoilers for Mass Effect 3. If you haven't played that game at this point, it's almost old enough to vote. Go play it. That's not true. Go play it.
Anyway, that's not true at all.
At the end of Mass Effect 3, all of the mass relays are destroyed, which are how you jump from planet to planet.
Yes.
That's how they stop the Reapers. They blow that shit up. So in what world, why would you ever make a game after that? You'd be stuck on one planet. Like, you couldn't.
So it is. So I don't know if you.
Andromeda was technically supposed to be 4.
No.
That's my hot take.
So real quick. Have you played the Mass Effect when the patch was released after the fact? Or it was. I think it was a couple of months it was released. But it actually elaborated quite a bit on what happens after the final battle and whatever decision is that you made. They went over it a bit, but it is implied that they did manage to rebuild the mass relays. It's just a matter of what your decisions had, how it influenced the rest of the galaxy as a result. Because they have the schematics and everything like that. It wouldn't be particularly hard for them to go ahead and rebuild everything if they really needed to. But as it is right now, like the biggest threat to everybody at that point in the game is no longer a factor. So, like, how do you top that? How do you continue on from that?
I've talked this subject to death already. I don't have anything else to add.
I'm not going to argue.
Moral of the story is consumers are stupid.
Wife bad, video game good.
Sometimes.
All right. So moving on to with consumers are stupid. Let's talk about what did I call the segment for
are we moving
for
segments real
Fallout
quick?
76 and Pokemon?
It was just like the
that.
disappointment hour or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, let's talk about Cyberpunk for a second.
Yes, the Dong
Let's all cry
Simulator.
for a second. I feel like it needs to be acknowledged. It's a horse in the room.
I didn't really care about Cyberpunk before, and I care
Elephant.
about
You
the
know,
same
it's
now.
More
so-
unexpected than an elephant, but still just as annoying.
My
You
opinion.
ever had to clean up? You ever had to clean up horse poop?
Yeah, it's fucking
It's bad.
awful.
Go ahead, Josh. I'm sorry.
My opinion on Cyberpunk has remained pretty much the same throughout the whole thing. I probably wasn't gonna get it before, and then I watched a couple trailers. I was like, "Oh, this looks cool." I don't know if I'll get it though. And then I saw that it was going to be delayed again, and I was like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, there's gonna be people who are mad.
I'm probably
about that.
still not going to get it. So I'm probably the least invested person in this entire group about Cyberpunk.
So when they first said that they were going to actually finally release the game, I was very strongly in the boat that it wasn't going to come out in 2020, that it was going to be a 2021, 2022 game. And we're almost to 2021. So I remain sort of vindicated, sort of right on this front. And while it is disappointing to hear that this game has been delayed over and over this year, I can't say that I didn't see it coming.
They
The
had
most
the
disappointing
perfect
thing-
fucking opportunity.
The most
They
disappointing.
had a thing that said it'll come when it's ready. Why did they have to give us a fucking date?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's the thing that disappoints me the most about this whole situation is they could have just not said anything. Just it's
It might
ready
have
when
been-
it's ready. That's what they said.
it
So
might-
then they release
might
it when it's
have-
done. Don't even tell anybody. The release will be bigger than it ever could have been with the delays.
Dude,
Everybody
fucking-
wins.
Was it Rihanna
To be-
who just
to be
dropped an
fair-
album out of nowhere, or was that Beyonce? I get those two mixed up a
One of
lot.
them.
It might have
Beyonce.
been
Beyonce.
it might have been mostly pressure from the investors, because we do know that there's a lot of pressure from a lot of people to go to give them something to work with, like a date.
But
or
they
something.
lost
No,
money on saying that they were going to delay this. Like,
I know, but it doesn't help that people are threatening them already as it is right now, and now it's been exacerbated by the fact that they had to delay again. Like there is pressure there on them, and I kind of feel bad for them because of that. But I don't know all the details. I don't know why they put a shit out there when it became apparent that they couldn't complete it. But I feel like there's a lot more elements going into here than I don't think it's all there.
Before we say it isn't completed, I want to point out and say that they've come out and said that it runs fine on PC. It runs fine on the new generation consoles. What they're saying isn't working very well is the previous generation of consoles. That they're still working on optimizing it for Xbox One and the PlayStation 4.
I went, oh Jesus, yeah, I didn't think about how awful it'd be on a 360. That's not last gen anymore. Fuck me.
Getting old, buddy.
We're ancient. Ancient say.
Yeah, so their main reasoning for delaying it is to make sure that you have a decent experience from the previous gen into this next gen. And honestly, I feel like they should have just said, "Hey, it's not for the previous generation."
CD Projekt Red has a reputation of doing what they want, how they want to do it, which just makes it even more baffling that they created this entire mess for themselves, because that's what it is. A mess of their own doing.
Yep, that's what it is.
Well,
It's
I'll tell
almost
you what's
like
not a
all the
mess.
goodwill that CD Projekt Red has built up over the years was nothing. And it just poof, poof. There it goes.
well, no, the goodwill was gradually expended starting in April.
It was more expended when
There, it might have been gradually expended, but there was still
the
a
news
very,
about
very
Witcher 3
vocal
came
group
out.
of people trying to defend them, and then now that group is suddenly very small.
Look, I was disappointed by them saying that it was delayed, but I'm not like crazy. I'm not gonna. I didn't have a pre-order to begin with, so it's not like I could have canceled anything. But like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to threaten people over this game.
Moral of the story: corporations are stupid.
Yes, they are.
Consumers, corporations, both of them, all
along
stupid.
along the lines of people being stupid and losing money and investors and stuff. Oh, what was that? Hold on, I just got a notification from something.
Breaking news update.
Stay up to date in the latest AMD Radeon software. Is that the update? The notification I just got? That's weird.
While
I've never
Adrian's
heard-
worrying about his updates, I'd like to take a moment to say, you know what's not stupid and not bad?
What?
Hades.
Hades.
Hades is a good game, and if you like Hades, you should play Transistor, because it's one of my favorite games, and I don't think people remember that it exists.
Fair enough, fair enough. Actually, I have played a little bit of that. I kind of think I wasn't really into it at the time, but I should probably get back into it now that I think about it. Another game I'm kind of excited about is Baldur's Gate 3, especially since they went ahead and released the first version of it, I guess would be the right word for it. Has anybody else looked into it?
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, so Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
I'm pretty excited for it.
Yes.
I'm wondering, has anybody else here played it or looked into it at all?
There's been a general consensus of wanting to play it from a couple of us here, but it's just hasn't happened because it's an early access game.
No, that's
It's
completely
also
fair.
$60 for D&D, which I can just play.
There's also no guarantee that I'll be able to play it at all because my computer still can't run Divinity Original Sin 2.
Just stop cheating. The anti-cheat will let you play. Jesus.
Yeah.
Is there an anti-cheat?
Yeah,
There's an anti-cheat. I don't think that's Kit's problem.
Yeah, it isn't. It is anti-cheat. I don't even know what it is. The developers don't know what it is.
Kid, just I don't know, like
Is it bad graphics drivers?
Nope.
That was my problem.
But also, I wanted to say, you think Transistor got forgotten? What about Pyre?
I've never
Yeah, I
even
don't know.
fucking heard of Pyre.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Pyre is the most forgotten Supergiant game, but I don't remember hearing anything bad about it. And looking at the reviews, it's mostly positive. So
Yeah. It's their least well-received game, and it's still very well-received.
Supergiant is batting 100 right now. Like every single one of their games has been super well received, and Hades has just gone above and beyond every other game so far. It's better received than Bastion, better received than Transistor. It's
the
incredible.
culmination of all their efforts.
Yeah,
Hades is. This is
I
a
don't
terrible
understand
joke,
how they managed.
but Hades is the Bring Me the Horizon post-human of Supergiant,
Shut
except
the
better.
fuck up.
What? It's our nation?
That's a weird take.
I'm gonna.
I
I'm
only
gonna
said
go,
that.
I'm
I only
gonna
said
go
that
into the
because you
bathroom
said that,
and
that
sit on the
post-human
toilet
is
and
the.
piss into my own mouth out of anger.
I get the reference, but wow, that is a weird. That is not a take. It's a weird
Weird thing to say.
Yeah,
Because I just kind of said that. You got to realize that half the things I say have no meaning behind them, no intent.
I'm gonna
All
eat
right,
my
well, that's
fucking
good to know.
keyboard.
Kit, can I offer you an egg in this trying time? Because apparently we find ourselves in the
Oh, we playing Stardew now?
Yes, indeed we are.
Hey, so since Cell had their moment to say stuff about Hades, I'm gonna circle back around to something negative.
Pokemon.
something negative, but also something that I'm glad of. Square Enix is reporting a $48 million loss on Marvel's Avengers.
That's not
Good.
Pokemon. I'm very happy about that.
Pokemon.
I'm also
Wait, no,
very
this
happy
is
that they're
bad.
losing
The
so much
next
money on
14
that game.
expansion's gonna suck. Wait, no.
Is that the one with Modok?
No, that's not the same. That's not the same group.
Is that the one with Modok?
It's all
You
Square,
can
but
say
it's not.
whatever. You can say whatever you want, but I refuse to believe that fucking Stormblood would have been so awful if it weren't for Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's fine, because that is Square. But this is... It's hard to explain how this is different. But basically, Deus Ex died for this.
And that makes me very sad.
I don't even know who Deus Ex is.
Deus Ex Machina.
Oh, I thought it was...
Bruh.
Not like... It's not like Yoko
I thought it was
Taro.
like... No, I was thinking it was like a studio, and I was like, what did they make? Fucking... Okay.
Look what they did to my boy.
They made the Crusades.
Yeah, it's likely that we will not get another Deus Ex now, especially because of this. But the whole reason that I'm glad that this happened, and it's not really a good thing, but it's the whole reason I'm glad this happened is because it shows that when we're given things that we don't want, we typically don't pay for them, or we don't buy them, or we just lose interest in it.
Hello, we here at Tripulse do not condone piracy.
I mean, do what you got to do if it's not available in your country. You know, I understand it.
That sounded very pro-piracy. The legal eagles on my shoulder told me to say it.
For legal reasons. We do not advocate
for legal
this.
reasons. I'm motivated to say, hey, maybe don't, pirate a game. But I mean,
oh, morally, I'm all for piracy. I mean, wait, what?
There are ways to play games if you need to play games. I understand it. Some countries don't let you buy the video game, and I get that. Some countries, it's very expensive to buy the video game, and I get
Australia.
that too. Hi, Australia. But yeah, so Avengers was sold as a game as a service, where they were going to give updates and all these other things, and then they were like, oh, hey, by the way, there's these things that are exclusive to PlayStation, like Spider-Man, and hey, these costumes. Oh, hey, by the way, if you switch your phone service to Verizon, you can get these red reskins of costumes that make no sense.
Fuck you, Sony, for requiring everybody to buy your console to play Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I want one example, a single example of a game as service model that has delivered on its promises.
World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, ArcAge, Guild Wars 2.
Alright, let me rephrase. Modern games as a service model.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV.
That are not MMOs. Because, those are very different beasts.
A game as a service... I was under the impression that a game as a service was inherently an MMO.
No. Game as a service is different from an MMO in that they release parts of the game over the course of the year rather than giving you all of the game right away.
And, like
Fortnite,
Anthem.
Fall Guys. That's
Fall Guys is a good example, actually.
Fortnite's a great example.
You see, the
this
thing
raises
about
another
Fortnite is
question.
that
Do those count as games as a service?
I don't fucking know. You guys just told me what it was.
I think Fall Guys should, because you do have to pay for the game. And then you can buy DLC every fucking update that comes out. And there's more to it every single time it comes out. And I will say that the first season got a little stale pretty quick because there weren't enough stages, in my opinion, for the amount of work that you had to do to level up. But as for like Fortnite, that's a little different because it's like they fund themselves off of microtransactions. So less game as a service, more pay to not win. I don't know.
Pay to get drip.
Yeah, pay for drip.
But by the definition of releasing content not all at once, Fortnite is the perfect example because they constantly change their map and change the way things are working in there through in-game events.
I see your point.
I don't even like Fortnite, but like they got that shit on lock.
Yeah, I was gonna say I see your point, and to that I say I think Fortnite's just one of those weird
outliers
because it's like on the border of that and other things. But see,
better examples of what the model actually is would be Warframe and Destiny.
Oh, fuck both of those games.
Exactly.
So Babs says most BRs do. Here's the thing, though, is that
What
you
does
don't pay
Brazil
for
have to
Fortnite.
do with this?
You pay for Warzone. You pay for Apex. You pay
Well,
for
technically,
Siege.
Warzone standalone is free.
That's you know what, you're not wrong. Yeah.
The thing,
And that's-
though, is seasonal content does not automatically make it a games as a service.
Yeah. When it's planned content, like when they have that roadmap, that season pass.
The roadmap, that's the big one.
Yeah, that's kind of where it is. And
You remember Anthem's
Fortnite does have
roadmap?
that.
Star
Anthem's roadmap
Citizen?
was- yeah. Oh, you know what? Here's another one that's good as a games of service. No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky doesn't fucking count.
That is...
I'm not giving you that. I refuse.
No.
Is No
You
Man's
sure?
Sky a good game currently? Yes, but I'm not giving you games as a service. I am not giving you that.
Why?
Because there was no roadmap.
There was.
There was not.
There was a goal to develop the game, and they did not meet the goal in time, so they've actually released an unfinished game and have been finishing it ever since.
Correct.
No, that's not. They
that's true.
finished it. They
No, they
finished
didn't.
it. Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
If you,
Yes,
if
they
you
have.
consider a
No
game
Man's
that's
Sky.
able to deliver
They-
on
No,
they-
not on release. It was an unfinished game on release. Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm saying they have finished it by now. Everything
No.
that's come out and
There's still so many promises that were made that have not been met yet.
it's been so long since this game came out that I don't know what they promised anymore.
Will it ever be finished? I don't know. It's like Star Citizen, except you can actually buy and play it.
Good lord, Star Citizen is a game. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, calling Star Citizen a game is a bit of a stretch.
You guys remember when Mark Hamill came out on stage at E3 to talk about the single player campaign?
Do you guys remember when Vin Diesel
spin-off?
walked out in fucking E3 and talked about a Need for Speed game that nobody
That
asked
wasn't-
for?
That wasn't Vin Diesel, or that wasn't E3,
That was Fast
What
and
was
Furious
that?
game that belongs on the
and
PS2.
that was during the Video Game Awards.
The video. Oh, same fucking a bunch of pageantry from. I don't give a shit.
Let me tell you something about that game. It looked like fucking WrestleMania 2019. It looked bad.
Homeboy was like, "Yeah, I want this on the PSP, the Xbox 360, and the Xbox One."
Bro, Vin Diesel came out in 6-inch boots and looking like he had titty implants. There's no way that man is that old and that fit.
No, it's Nano Machine, son. Didn't you watch his new movie?
A fucking blood machine.
Bloodborne, but not.
So
We are
I don't know what
off
it's called.
of every
Bloodshot.
single rail.
I
And
got
we've gone
I got,
in all of the directions.
I got
Headshot, bloodshot. I might make a mistake.
I got a gaming topic that unfortunately
real
your
quick, I'm
crowd
gonna-
is probably like this
I'm
crowd's
gonna-
probably not going to care about, except for maybe Adrian. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm gonna talk about something that Babs was trying to talk about earlier while we're still talking about games as a service. Babs says Destiny 2 is the only one that applies to game as a service. No Man's Sky isn't paid seasons. Cyberpunk will be a glorified Destiny 2. I don't like that take.
First off, Destiny 2 is an MMO. Change my mind. I'll fight you.
It kind of is. The problem that I have with Destiny 2
Is
is
it
saying
not?
that it's a game as a service is that you pay for the expansions.
Well, Destiny 2 is an MMO.
What are you doing, unmuted?
You know what else is a game as a service?
Now you have the red icon.
You know what else is games as a service? Rainbow Six Siege.
Pokemon. Oh.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Pokemon. Okay.
Yeah,
you're right.
I will now call Pokemon Sword and Shield a games as a service just so that I have another reason to hate it. I don't care if it's correct. I'm doing it anyway.
Look, in my opinion, if you're paying for an expansion, that's not a game as a service.
Anyway, let's kick it back to Josh. I think he had something he wanted to say.
What was your thing that nobody wants to care about?
Ooh, that's all the time we have for the day. This has been Tripod. Love y'all very much.
I don't know if that was a reaction to what Issa said or if that was like you being funny.
Am I ever funny? Don't answer that.
So, what I was going to say, and the reason why I think no one's going to really care about it other than maybe Adrian, Black Ops Cold War. comes out
Dude,
this
that game
Friday.
looks fucking sick. What do you mean?
It does look kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
I get to be Reagan's bitch? Are you kidding? I'm all over that.
So, I just thought no one would care about it other than Adrian, because like no one else I know really plays any Call of Duty.
I want to care
Other than
about
maybe
it, but
Adrian.
I'm still broke as fuck. So all of my video game money
here's
is
my
going to
thing.
Cyberpunk
Now,
when it comes
I
out.
hear-
spent a
TM.
lot
here's-
of money on
here's-
Modern Warzone.
Oh, now here's the thing with that. Warzone sounds like it's gonna be
Wait, what the fuck?
very.
I'm gonna have to go. I think that's gunshots. Give me a minute.
Oh,
Alright.
goodbye.
So
Welcome to the South, baby.
So my thing with like what I've been hearing about Warzone is that it's going to be this like weird intertwined sort of like combination of Black Ops and Modern Warfare. It's going to be
If-
even more of a, like its own standalone thing than necessarily being tied to the universe of exclusively one game or the other. And that one of the things I heard is that any blueprints, like anything that you've purchased, like any of the gun blueprints that you've purchased from the store in Modern Warfare, you're still going to be able to use in Warzone, and you're going to be able to like mix and match like guns from Modern Warfare and Cold War in your loadouts.
This sounds like a nightmare.
I'm really interested to see how it pans out. It sounds like it could be really cool or
If there's
really
any
like
franchise that can pull this off, it is Call of Duty. But that sounds like a nightmare to deal with.
I missed half of that, so I'm just not gonna. Don't say it again. There wasn't any screaming, so I don't think it was gunshots. It's probably fireworks.
Here's my thing. I would like to play the campaign. I would like to not pay $60 for that game.
Legally, we don't endorse piracy.
you.
Did not
You
say that.
you'd only have to pay 60. That's nice.
The fucking Canadians.
Base price for the base version of the game up here is 80.
Weren't they gonna
Oh, wait, no, I
raise
think
their
that's
base
happening down here
prices to
too, isn't
70
it?
at Activision?
I think that's correct. I think it is more than 60. No.
I think if you bought the Ultimate Edition of the game, it was $120 up here.
Did you at least get a steelbook?
Well, this was also for
You guys
digital.
remember when Black
like-
Ops, like the first Black Ops came out and the Collector's Edition had a mini RCXD?
I don't remember that,
That shit was cool.
dude.
You guys remember when
I thought
when,
Black Ops 3 with the Juggernog like mini
Yeah,
fridge was the coolest
that's
thing
what I
ever,
was
and
gonna
then I
talk
saw like the pictures of it, and I'm like, this
It's-
thing is tiny.
Yeah.
And then that it was like my disappointment
Dude,
was immeasurable, and my day was ruined.
imagine if
I
it came in a
understand.
real life canvas bag.
I understand that that it's getting more expensive in the world. Like, I understand that things are costing more to make, to manufacture and shit, but like
Just wait until the quadruple A studios get going, dude.
$60 for a game is a lot for me to spend already. And the idea of moving up to $70 for some games, like, if I only bought one game a year, I would have essentially spent double the money it takes to buy a console. Or, sorry, I would essentially bought a second console in the time that it takes for the next console to come out.
I would like to cut in on this topic and say that the whole subject about the current price of games and whether or not they should be raised is something that I could spend an entire tripod on its own.
Please don't.
So we probably should not continue this.
There are some games that I would say I would pay more money for. I've put in 400 hours on Civ 6, and that's just on time that Steam knows about. I've spent a lot of time offline that Steam doesn't know about. So,
You've also bought the
I want those-
expansions.
I want those
multiple
titty mods.
times. Too. Because I bought it for other people.
So you already have spent more money on it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are games that I
Crazy
firmly
bastard.
believe in spending more money on, based on the price to consumption. I don't know it's getting harder and harder for me to say that I want to spend $60 for a game that I might get 40 hours out of. That's my only opinion on this. That's all I want to say.
See, from my perspective, $60 has been a thing since the goddamn 360 days up here. So I don't know. Whenever I see you talking about
that's been the standard for a really long time.
Yeah,
$60 for a game has been close to standard since the NES in the US.
I think there were a few games on the 64 that I paid less than $60 for, and they were used.
Like, I don't know. Hearing you guys talk about paying $60 for a game, I wish I could pay $60 for a game. I wish I could go back to that.
But Josh,
I wish I didn't have to pay $45 a month for health insurance, but here we are.
Here's the thing, though, Josh, is that your money, yes, it's worth a little bit less than the US dollar, but it's still going as far as the US dollar.
Currencies. Anyway.
Also, I guess going back to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War
Jesus Christ.
For a second. So yeah, I'm interested to see how their Warzone pans out. I'm also really interested to see how the zombies plays out, because from what I've heard, they're introducing like new random like zombie modes. Apparently there's going to be a zombie mode that is exclusive to the PS4 for a year, which I think is fucking stupid. They did the same shit with Modern Warfare and like the Spec Ops Survival. That was exclusive to the PS4 for a year. Like PC just got it.
How is that different from anything else that they've done? But it's not okay. That doesn't make it okay.
Sony, take your PlayStation 5 and shove the entire thing up your ass.
Like I get it's like just
fins and all.
It's a little. It's one specific sub mode of zombies that's going to be exclusive to PS4. It's not like the entirety of zombies is going to be exclusive to PlayStation.
I just want to fucking play Bloodborne.
Yeah, apparently the way that they might be doing zombies, this is all like just stuff I've heard from my friends who've heard it from like websites or whatever. So this could all just be like this could all just be like speculation. But what's it called? Apparently there's going to be like zombies that's almost similar to Warzone, and that like the mystery box is still there, but like you can apparently get like you can spawn in with like loadouts and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if I like the sound of that, but I'll have to wait until the game comes out to actually like see it for myself.
If I can't get my Mustang and Sally, I don't want to play the game. God damn it.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of timed exclusives, Sony, where's Final Fantasy VII Part 2?
It's never happening.
Where's the next episode?
They saw the amount of porn that came out of Final Fantasy VII Part 1 and just said nope.
Dude, there was an ad the other day talking about how like critic reaction to the game and like how good it is and all that stuff.
I thought critics fucking hated it. Hold on.
Okay, relax. I'm getting to the point of what I'm trying to say. Anyways, there's a bunch of positive ones on there. None of them were credited to anything. They were just like random reviews off of something. Probably just comments that they got from people that emailed them. And but the picture they chose was not like of Final Fantasy, like of the world or like the logo or anything. They chose a picture of Tifa. And because there was no like real discernible theme to the comments or anything like that, it just looked like a bunch of comments about people liking Tifa.
Yeah, I like Tifa.
I thought that was fun. I like Tifa funny.
A lot.
Tifa's
also,
cool.
I didn't think people liked the 7 remake.
Oh no, people love the 7 remake. What are you talking
Interesting.
It's mixed.
See, all my like 14 buddies hated the remake.
The people who like the remake are the good people. The people who don't like the remake are the ones who are mad that it's not the same.
Thank God, Kit. I thought you were going to call me a horrible person for a second, because I was going to say I liked it.
I wish I could play it.
Once again, like Kingdom Hearts 3.
PlayStation 5, right up your ass, Sony. Right up there.
My favorite thing about the Final Fantasy VII Remake is that it is an absolute masterclass in misdirection because it is not a remake.
No, it's a brand new game.
Yeah, that's why everybody was mad at it.
Exactly. Which is why all the people who don't like it are wrong.
Well, no, I'd like to quote my buddy Kira, who said, quote, "It's a good game, but it's not Final Fantasy VII, and that's what I wanted."
Well.
Oh, man. Hey, you guys remember when Yooka-Laylee came out?
I wish I didn't.
People didn't like that because it was exactly what they wanted. Yeah.
Moral of the story is...
Good luck trying to re-release fucking Final Fantasy VII and people love it.
Gamers are stupid.
Gamers are fucking dumb.
Corporations, consumers, gamers, who else is stupid?
All my Final Fantasy XIV friends are like 35 years old and did actually play Final Fantasy VII, and I'm convinced that a lot of people buying the remake haven't played Final Fantasy VII.
Look.
Is that a hot take? I don't even know if that's a hot take. I think that's just a fact.
There is a place for turn-based RPGs. But you can't just lift Final Fantasy VII's system and put it into a game in 2020.
Oh no, I was told it was like the story is what pissed like Kira, the story is what pissed him off, not the combat. Why?
Because they expanded on it a little bit?
They didn't expand on it, they completely changed it.
Yeah, I haven't played either one of them.
I'll have to play through the remake to see about that, because I don't. From what I played, which was not a lot. I don't have a PS4 anymore, but from what I played, it seemed like it was pretty much the same game.
Did you finish it?
I got to the part where we're blowing shit up.
You did not finish it.
It's almost to the part where they're gonna leave Midgard.
You did not finish it.
Yeah.
This is why you do not see the point here.
That's fine. If they changed it, honestly, they probably changed it for the better. And I will be roasted on a pyre for this.
Well, for the better remains to be seen, because we don't know what's happening yet.
Yeah, because I will say that Final Fantasy VII does not make sense anymore. As somebody who's a very big fan of that particular universe, the original game does not make sense when you take into account Crisis Core and Dirge of Cerberus and Advent Children. There's a lot of...
I forget the Advent Children was a thing.
There's a lot of inconsistencies in the first game, but all three of those other things that I mentioned are consistent with each other. So I think that they need... I think... Like I said, I'm going to be roasted on a pyre for this one. I think if they've made changes, it's probably for the better.
I wish I could play it and find out. That'd be nice. Hey, remember that PlayStation 5? It better be all the way up your fucking ass right now.
God.
Are you getting an Xbox?
I don't have enough money for either fucking... I can barely afford to buy my new RAM, dude.
I know, that was a joke.
Sam doesn't believe the consoles exist.
Bruh, I skimped $30 off my food budget so I could buy Hades. Who you think? What console you think I'm getting?
Game Boy Micro.
Speaking of good games, you want to know a good game?
No.
Yep.
The best puzzle game ever created, Superliminal, is on Steam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Since you want to talk about Superliminal, let's talk about that one. Antechamber, and something that I'm also excited about. But let's talk about those two first.
Fuck both of them.
Antechamber?
And they're really good games.
I hate puzzle games. Hate them. And I bought Antechamber when it came out. And played it and loved it to the point that it permanently altered the way my dreams function.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I wasn't expecting that.
My dreams became non-Euclidean because I played Antechamber.
Dude, I've got like 9 hours in Antechamber, and I'm only like 12% done with that fucking game.
Hey, Issa just posted something in Text Your Voice.
We're ignoring
Issa
that.
Issa says the Ouya.
Nope.
And then at Sam, and I just want to go on the record stating one of my biggest sins. I was part of the Kickstarter.
Can you even buy one of those anymore?
Nope.
No.
Like,
it was dead on arrival, dude. It was not good.
But
Dude, I love Fall Out Boy.
so if you're part of the Kickstarter, did you like receive one or no?
Yeah.
So you have one?
Sorry. When I said it's somewhere at my mom's place, so it wasn't. When I say dead on arrival, I mean like it worked. It had games. It did things. It was just Android on a console. Specifically for games. Anyways, support stopped for like 6 months after.
so about Superliminal.
You're running fucking Android Marshmallow on that thing.
Yeah.
So Superliminal.
Yeah.
It's a good game and I hate it.
It didn't alter my fundamental ability to dream like Antichamber did, but it definitely got my brain activating the brain cells. It activates my neurons.
You know what?
Me and
you know
Raph
what?
were hanging out playing
That's
that
the
game
problem. That's my problem with today. Superliminal fucked up my day. That's what happened.
That's
100%.
exactly
That's
what
what happened. Because last night y'all were playing it, and I was trying to enjoy my game of Civ after having spent 2 hours trying to fix it. And then y'all played it, and I got distracted, and I watched it, and then you finished it, and I went to bed, and then I went to work 3 hours later, and then I got home, and I took a long-ass nap because I was tired as fuck. Superliminal is the problem with my day. That is the source of all my problems today. It is a good game. It is a very trippy puzzle game, and I like it a lot.
It's a charming game as well.
It's not something that I would play, especially after having watched it.
All I will say is, for anybody who has not played it and does not know a lot about it, just buy it and play it.
Yeah,
you will not regret it.
With the gameplay.
I said
That's
I
not
said Stanley
far from the
Parable
truth.
a few times last night.
Yeah, it's
Just-
it's charming. Is what
Remember,
it is.
Yeah.
sign up to Somnasoft today.
Also, just in the same vein of puzzle games, there's a guy working on a Portal Reloaded or whatever. I am so in love with this concept. I think it's so cool. There are mixed feelings in this group about it. It's coming out next year.
And I hate it at the same
It's-
The
time.
reason Portal was
It's
good was
got
because of its simplicity. This has
It's
none
got the
of that.
standard portals, and then it's got a third portal that's a time travel portal, and it is mind-bendingly cool. And it gave me a headache watching it, and I can't wait to see more of it because boy, do I live for those moments.
It's really interesting that I say that I hate puzzle games, but Antichamber is one of my favorite games. Superliminal looks like one of my favorite games. Portal and Portal 2 I had a lot of fun playing, and Baba Is You is excellent.
Wait,
Yep.
Adrian, did you ever play through Portal 2?
I played it with my brother like in 2008.
Okay. Coming to a tripod near you, Sam and Adrian do Portal 2 co-op. It'll be awful.
Okay.
I did Portal
That's fine.
2 co-op
I'll
with
watch it.
Wallace, and it was a rough time. Because we
Portal
just
2 still runs okay, right? Like it didn't.
No, Portal 2 is Gabe's gift to gamers everywhere. I was trying to think
Sure.
of something funny there, and I just I choked. I'm sorry.
um
Have I ever? I'm not going to finish that.
I have some closing statements. If anybody else wants to go before I go,
Is one of them that gamers are stupid?
it could be.
Because I just admitted how stupid I am.
Yep.
That's a good one. I'm going to steal this from our live chat, which you can view if you join our Discord server. Issa said, "Can we pay respects to Alex Trebek?" We can.
I'm glad he's not dealing with it anymore. I'm glad he has.
I'd like to take things we can absolutely do for 500.
Yeah,
you did not just do that.
That was a little bit off key, but that's okay. I got the message. Oh my god, is this out? Oh my god, it's out. A couple days. Fuck. Anyways, anybody else have anything else to say before I close us out here?
Buy canvas hoodies.
But I don't know about if I'll buy a hoodie, but I'll buy something. I might buy a
Masks.
mask. I think a mask is pretty cool.
Listen to our boy Babs' album. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that at all.
No, because that's next month's. Not that I've decided that before putting out the form or anything like that, but
The election's fucking rigged.
let's not get into that topic now. Anyways, yeah, just some closing statements real quick. Couple games come out this month that I'm super excited for. Yakuza Like a Dragon's coming out. Age of a Calamity, which is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild prequel Musou game, is coming out, and I think that's super cool looking. And finally, I'd like to say, hey, Dying Light 2, where the fuck are you? Alright, thank you everybody. Have a good night. Gamers are stupid.
My fucking Hades run ended for that.